So, our topic is the inverted classroom, and I'm going to compare and contrast the traditional and inverted classroom in a series of graphics here. In the traditional classroom, the student would show up essentially a blank slate, ready to go and learn something from you. In the class, they would write things down, do some problems, maybe discuss with their neighbors, and start to develop an understanding of the concept. They would then leave the class and go and do some homework, which is generally fairly difficult for them. They probably struggle a little bit. Then they have to come back to the class the next day or the next time you meet, and they'll have some questions to ask. And then they work on it some more, and eventually they get there. And this works well. The inverted classroom seeks to turn things around a little bit to try and be more efficient with time, so that they're not showing up with a blank slate anymore. So what you do is you have them do some straightforward note-taking, problem-solving exercises ahead of class by watching a screencast like you're doing now. As a result of doing those fairly straightforward things ahead of time, when they come to class, they already know something about the topic, and then you can immediately put them in groups and assign them some higher level contextual problems that develop their understanding. So then when they leave class, they're ready to succeed on homework assignments. They're going to be much more primed and have a lot less trouble and a lot less struggle than they would have otherwise, because they've had the chance to work with their peers. They've had the chance to do some homework problems in class, because you've freed up some lecture time by making them watch the video ahead of time. So we always, for pedagogical reasons, want to start with fairly simple examples to help students understand. You can't give them something hard right away. Well, those simple examples, the students can often understand them on their own ahead of time. And if you put it in a video, then they can watch it again. They can watch it any time. They can go back and use it for review purposes. So this is an extremely efficient use of time. So in the inverted classroom, my personal feeling is you end up much further ahead at the end of, say, 4 hours of work than you would have otherwise. So there's maybe a half hour before class, 2 hours of class, and then let's say an hour and a half of doing problems after class. My claim is, and there is some educational evidence to support this, that at the end of 4 hours doing it this way, you end up much further ahead than you do at the end of 4 hours doing it this way. This is the essence of the inverted classroom. And this is what we'll talk about when we meet together for our first Fisshng group, Instructional Strategies group, Science and Horticulture. Look forward to seeing you there.